nobody who's not seeking for his enlightenment. Everybody's seeking for his enlightenment. The only difference is whether it becomes a conscious process or whether it's an unconscious process. But there's nobody in the world who's not longing for union. Everything that we do is just because we're longing for union. You get involved in a relationship, that's just an expression of your longing for union. And it seems that if this longing for union remains unconscious, now we're going to project our desires outwardly in the world, searching for so many things outside of ourselves. But if this longing for union becomes a conscious process, then we say the person's on the path, or he started initiating himself onto the path. So really, to me, there's nobody who's not seeking his enlightenment. Everybody's seeking his enlightenment. It's just a question of whether it's a conscious process or an unconscious process. So to me, enlightenment is a natural part of the evolution of every mind. This reminds me of a psychologist. His name was Abraham Maslow. You've heard of him? He talks about the hierarchy of needs. Basically, the mind in different stages of your life will have different motivations, will move in different directions. So it's like a pyramid. At the very bottom of the pyramid, just pure survival. Who cares about wisdom? Who cares about meditation, enlightenment, consciousness, awareness? Who cares about all of these things if you don't even have food to fill your stomach? That's why there's more likelihood of somebody turning spiritual if he's not poor. Because if he's poor, that means he's just living purely on the level of survival. He still has to survive, fulfill his survival needs. Once the survival needs have been met, only then can you move into other dimensions of life. Once the survival needs have been met, okay, now you can start worrying about relationship. Now you can worry about emotional needs, gathering wealth, making yourself a little bit more comfortable in life. But even when you fulfill that, you attain wealth, you find still that's not enough. Something within you is longing for something a little bit more. So, it seems to be the case that there's a creative energy within a human being which is not willing to become satisfied until the innermost dimension of who he is comes into his experience. So eventually, once you've had enough, you've seen enough of life, you've done so many things, and you realize, okay, this is not satisfying enough, then can you start thinking, okay, is there any other possibility? Is there a way to live life free of suffering? A way to live life in such a way that wherever I am, at whatever time, whatever place, I'm still absolutely free within myself. Can I become totally self-sufficient? That's when your mind starts moving into these directions. You feel a natural urge to start seeking.